dear students. We are studying chapter number 6, Measurement and Motion. I hope you all are doing great at home and also following all the protocols of COVID-19. So let's start the chapter. Firstly, what is measurement? So you all have studied that measurement is used to measure the length, the height, or to measure any physical quantity, and we use units to measure the complete measurement. Earlier we used to use hand spans, but now for the accurate measurement we use meter scales. So there are the standard units for all the physical quantities. For length, that is meter. For unit, the standard unit of time, that is second. And for mass, that is kilogram. So we will see that what do you understand by rest and motion. So here through this cartoon you can understand that when something is at rest, it means that is not moving, that is not going from one place to another, and also they all are fixed at a place. When we talk about motion, there is the movement, there will be some distance covered, they will be not fixed at a point, they will start moving from one place to another. To understand it in a better way, we are going to see a video. So we have seen that here that car is moving from A point to B. So the total distance covered is AB. Here the car is changing its position, but these houses that all are stable at a point. So house is not changing position, so it is at rest, and car is changing position from A to B, so it is moving, it is not at rest. So we can understand that rest means the objects which do not change their position are said to be at rest, and motion means the objects which change their position with respect to their surrounding or with respect to by both are said to be in motion. Moving ahead, it's a relative term. It means it can be appearing motion to a one person, but for other it can be viewed as at rest. Like if a person sitting in a moving train is at rest with the other passenger, जो वहाँ पे बाकी लोग बैठे हैं ट्रेन के कंपार्टमेंट में, तो वो लोग तो एक दूसरे के लिए कैसे रेस्ट की पोजीशन में है। बट अगर उन्हें कोई बाहर से देख रहा है, ट्रेन के बाहर से, मूविंग ट्रेन में जाते हुए पैसेंजर्स को कोई बाहर से देख रहा है, तो उनके पर्सपेक्ट में दे ऑल आर मूविंग। सो हम मोशन को कहते हैं दैट इट्स अ रिलेटिव टर्म. इट मीन्स इट कुड बी at rest for some people and it could be in motion for some. Now we will discuss the types of motion. First is the rectilinear motion. What do you understand by rectilinear motion? The object which move along a straight path, such motion is known as rectilinear motion or linear motion. So we can say that any object is at rectilinear motion if it changes all its position along a straight line path. Here you can also see that object move along a straight line is called rectilinear motion. For example, the motion of vehicle on a straight road, march past of soldier in a parade. यहाँ पे देखिए, there is the motion of vehicles on a straight road, and here in the parade the soldiers are march past here. Okay, now we will study about curvilinear motion. So the motion of an object moving in a curved path is called curvilinear motion, like the motion of basketball into the basket, roller coaster. These all are the example of curvilinear motion. When an object moves from one position to another along a curved line, that object is said to be curvilinear motion. Its other examples can be a bus which is moving uphill to a zigzag road, or motion of the tip of a pen. Like here you can see that these players are running race in a curved track, so they are following a curved path, so we will call them that these all are in curvilinear motion. Now rotational motion, the motion of a body that spins about an axis. It means that will spin but about an axis, that all are called rotational motion. Its example will be ferry wheel, bicycle wheel, merry-go-round, etc. So here you can see that spinning for top. Here see, this is axis and this top is moving around it. Okay, so this is moving around its own axis, so we will call it rotational motion. Same with this ferry wheel. ये फेरी व्हील को आपने जब आपके यहाँ मेला वगैरह लगता है बाकी जगहों पे आपने यू मस्ट हैव सीन सच फेरी व्हील. हियर ऑल दीज सीट्स आर मूविंग अराउंड दिस एक्सिस. Okay, so we call such motion rotational motion. Like rotating blades of helicopter, earth is also rotating on its own axis. Now revolutionary motion, the motion when the whole body moves in a circular path but not only on its axis but around a fixed point. It means it moves, it means the object will move but around a fixed point. Okay, that motion is known as revolutionary motion. Its example will be revolution of earth around sun. For rotation, earth is also rotate, but when it rotates on its own axis, that is called rotation. So we can say that day and night, sunrise and sunset, movement of stars, all happens due to earth's rotation. But the earth revolves around the sun in 365 1 by 4 days. So this time is known as the 1 year which is taken by earth to complete one revolution around the sun. Do you know that what is the average distance from earth to sun? That is 1 astronomical unit. And what do you understand by 1 astronomical unit? That is 15 crore kilometers. So you can understand that sun is how far from all of us. So here also you can understand what is the main difference between rotation and revolution. For rotation, they all will move but around an axis, around their own axis, and in revolution that object will move but around a fixed point, not only at its own position. You can even represent rotation and revolution in a pictorial way by this pictures. Okay, I will share these pictures in group also, so you can understand that what are the main difference between rotation and revolution. You can represent it like this way also, like this too. And this is the merry go round. आपने इस तरह से पार्क में देखा होगा, इस तरह का जो स्ट्रक्चर रहता है इसको हम बोलते हैं मैरी गो राउंड. एंड देयर इज द एक्सिस around which the people rotates. Okay, so we can say that revolution is to take a turn and revolution means go around something. Now we will discuss oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion is defined as to or fro motion of the body about its fixed position. So oscillatory motion is a type of periodic motion लाइक वाइब्रेटिंग स्ट्रिंग्स, जैसे कि अगर आपने बचपन में ऐसे गेम को खेला होगा कि आप रबर बैंड को अपने दो फिंगर्स में ऐसे फंसा के फिर उसको ऐसे एक दूसरे हाथ से उसको ऐसे खींचते होंगे, तो फिर आप देखते होंगे कि वो दोनों जो स्ट्रिंग्स रहती हैं वो धीरे धीरे ऐसे आती जाती रहती हैं. दैट इज ऑल्सो एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ ऑसिलेटरी मोशन. And another example is the bob which is suspending from a place. Then periodic motion. यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो that you must have seen these structures in some wall clock also. So it's keep moving here and there, so that forms a to and fro structure. It follow that passage, so we call that oscillatory motion. Then periodic motion. Periodic motion means what? The motion which repeats itself after regular interval of time is called periodic motion. For example, motion of all planets, comet around the sun, the motion of moon around the earth, which will take 227.3 days to complete, and the motion of bob of a simple pendulum. Periodic motion, it repeats itself after a fixed time interval. The best example of periodic motion are pendulum clocks. It is also can be shown by the branch of a tree moving to and fro, the motion of child on a swing, the strings of the guitar, and others. Non-periodic motion, the motion of object which does not repeat itself in a regular interval of time, like clouds moving across the sky. So you can't say that when they will repeat their motion, so that is non-periodic motion. Also, the players which are playing any game, they don't repeat their motions or their strikes after a certain interval of time, so we will call that non-periodic motion. Now we will study about force. There are many types of force. So what do you understand by force? Force of an object is basically the push or pull. Okay, so push or pull of an object is called a force. It comes when two objects interact and a force is results into it. Like, what are the effects of force? It can change the state of rest or motion of a body. Like here you can see that a car is being pushed by a man. यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं कि एक मैन कार को पुश कर रहा है. And here also you can see that a girl is pulling a chair. एक लड़की खींच रही है. So what is force? Force is basically the push or pull of an object. What it could be? इसके इफेक्ट क्या क्या हो सकते हैं? It can change the state of rest or motion of a body. It means अगर जैसे टायर जो अगर घूम रहा है, okay, so if a child go there and put a hand on it, so will start moving. तो पहले ये मोशन की स्टेज में था, बट फोर्स लगाने से ये अब रेस्ट की स्टेज में आ गया. एंड ऑल्सो अगर कोई बॉक्स है जो कि अभी रेस्ट की पोजीशन में, सो व्हेन यू पुल दैट it will stop being at the rest position and it will start moving. So it can change the state of rest or motion of the body, and it can also change the shape and size of a body. Like force applied, जैसे आप लोग अपने घर में कभी अगर आटा सानते हो या फिर मम्मी सानती होगी तो फिर आपने देखा होगा कि जब उस पर फोर्स अप्लाई करते हैं डो पे तो उसका जो शेप रहता है वो चेंज हो जाता है. तो फोर्स हेल्प्स टू चेंज द शेप एंड इट ऑल्सो चेंजेस द साइज ऑफ समथिंग. लाइक जो मैंने ऑसिलेटरी मोशन में कहा था ना आपको कि दो फिंगर्स के बीच में उसको लेके फिर से खींचते हैं, दैट इज़ द सेम. इस तरह से अगर आप इसे स्ट्रेच करते हैं सो उसकी साइज भी रबर बैंड की चेंज हो जाती है. सो फोर्स का इफेक्ट क्या हो सकता है? It can change the state of rest or motion of the body. It can also change the size or shape of the body. Now we will discuss the you must know part. So आपको ये पता ही होगा that there are the periodic motion, physical quantity. I hope that you all have must written the keywords and studied you must know. And if the standard units of physical quantities are asked, so we will write for length that will be meter, for time that will be second, and for mass that will be for kilogram. So students, if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe and also like, share and comment. Take care a lot. If any confusion remain, you can ask me in the WhatsApp group. Take care.